All right, well, in this class, there's a lot of questions that come up about Boolean logic. Let me rearrange this here a little bit. Boolean logic is an important part of computer programming, and it's important to understand it. So here's one of the questions that was actually on one of the exams, and I'll go ahead and just go over it with you guys. But it's asking you which one of these would satisfy this truth table. There's really only one surefire way to solve this problem, and that is to actually go ahead and solve each one of these in a truth table and see which one matches up with this part here. So there's another quicker way, but if you haven't studied Boolean logic, it's a lot longer. It's not a very quick way. So I have the problem here. Oops, let me see if I can scroll down here. So I have the problem here, and I'm going to see which one, I'm going to work out each one of these things here. So let's work out the very first one. It says A and A or B. So it's going to be A and A or B. I'm writing it down. You can't see it just yet. Okay, so this is A and A or B. So I could just in my head figure out what this truth table is going to look like, but it's difficult, and it's not going to do me much good for some of the other problems that I want to do. So I'm going to do this in parts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for just A or B. Let me erase this here. A or B. And this notation, by the way, is only used in computers. If you're going to do this in math, an or sign is a plus, and an and is multiplication. So just keep that in mind. If you see somebody else explain how to do this, they may use an addition sign and multiplication sign. So A or B is when this one or this one is true, then this is going to be true. So it's going to be true, 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 false. Now the next one I want to do is going to be A and, oops, I should have left this a little, A and A or B. Okay, that was what was going on right here, A and A or B. So it's much easier to AND A with this part here. See, I've already solved for this part. That's this one right here. It should be, let me double check my work. It's 1, 1, 1, or. Yep. So I want to AND it with just A, meaning this column right here. So I'm going to take this one and AND it with this one. So that means both of these have to be ones in order to be a 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I know this cannot be the answer because it doesn't match my solution set right over here. So then what I have to do is I have to go back and try the next one right there. Let me write this one down here. It's going to be A not, I'm writing it down and you can't see it right now, and A or B not. Okay. So it's A not and A or not B. So this is a little, let me write this a little bit better. So in order to get this one, you have to do this one in parts as well. So what I would do is do the part that's in the parentheses first, but I would negate my B first of all. So it's going to be like B naught. B naught is going to be the opposite of that. So it's going to be 0, 1, 0, 1. And I'm going to OR that with A. So I'm going to take this one and OR it with A. So that means if one of them is a 1, then the whole thing is a 1. So it's going to be 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, now I have to AND that, this part here, I have to AND it with A naught. A naught, I'm going to go ahead and make another column. A naught is going to be 0, 0, 1, 1. So now I want to AND these two columns together. I'm just draw a line up here. and that means both of them have to be a 1 in order for this to be a 1. So it's going to be 0, 0, 0, 1. So I know this doesn't match with my solution set, so I know this one is also inaccurate. That one's not the answer. So then you have to go to the next one down here, and you can see that it's going to take 5 different trials in order for you to get it. But that's sometimes what's going to have to happen. Sometimes you can just look up there and figure out what it is. In my next video, I'll go over a couple of rules on how to solve it quickly, but ultimately, if you don't know how to do Boolean logic and Boolean algebra, then this is basically what you have to do, is work out the truth table for each one of these and figure out which one is going to be your answer set.